What's going on, everybody? It's Odion. Welcome to another episode of Pet Deck. Today I am playing the new Odion deck, or as Konami would like you to call it, Tomb Keeper. The strategy around this deck is that it is a hard-going first deck. There are versions of the deck that can go second, but the deck wants to go first to set up trap monsters that not only negate, but also pop your opponent's entire board. So I decided to craft a deck. I made a Odion Fiendsmith version of the deck, and I want to take it to locals to see how it turns out. I did a little bit of testing before going to locals. I learned the basics of the deck, and if there are any misplays in the video, feel free to point them out in the comments below. But before we get to locals, let's get over the deck list, let's get over the combos, and see what the deck can do.
Alright guys, I'm going to show you the cards that we are running in the Odion build today. First, we're playing 3, the Man with the Mark, 3 copies of Anubis, 1 copies of Circuit, 3 copies of Treasure, 1 copy of Temple, 3 Embodiment of Apophis, 2 Apophis the Swamp Deity, 1 Apophis Serpent, 1 Verdict of Anubis, and 1 Statue of Anguish Pattern. Anguish Pattern is not specifically an Odion card, but it is a auto-rating Odion card because it is a pop. So this deck doesn't usually do like a lot of negation. Like you have negates, don't get me wrong, especially with being the Swamp Deity, it's your Omni negate in the deck. But it pops a lot. Like, it's actually insane. So, Anguish Pattern, anytime a trap monster is activated, then you get to free pop a card. Man with the Mark, you're able to search out the Temple of the Kings or a spell trap that mentions it. Anubis, you use as banish fodder for Scorpion, or you're able to just summon it, and it's just a big body if you have traps in your graveyard. Treasures of the King, you're able to set one of your Apophis traps and summon it. The turn and activate the turn it was set. Temple of the Kings, once per turn of trap card that was set is able to be activated turn it was set. Embodiment of Apophis is just a body, it becomes a normal type. Like I said, Swamp Deity is your Omni negate. Your Apophis, the Serpent, what it does is you set it using Treasure of the Kings, you activate it, and then you use its effect to set your Apophis as Swamp Deity, and when you have Temple of the Kings, you're able to activate your Apophis Swamp Deity and use them to go into your fusion monster. But this card sets up your Omni negate, and as long as you have this Temple of the Kings on the field, your Omni negate is live to turn, it is set. Verdict of Anubis, honestly, is very cuttable. This would be one of the first cards I would cut if I were to cut anything. When your opponent activates a spell trap card while you control 3 or more other spell traps, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. If you control Temple of the Kings, you can destroy as many cards your opponent controls as possible, and inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the total of original effect of destroyed monsters. So, I don't see this card a lot. I would much rather have, like, you know, if I got anything, a second Apophis Serpent. Honestly, I would be playing Lord of Heavenly Prism in this deck with Gallant Granite. I do not have Gallant Granite, so I'm not playing that version of the deck. I would replace this with Lord if you have those 2 cards. But if not, this card is honestly really good for the deck. Next up is the rest of our quote-unquote engine. 1 copy of Pot of Prosperity, and 1 Terraforming in order to get you the Treasures of the Kings. And for our Fiendsmith engine, because we are running Odion Fiendsmith, we'll be running 3 copies of Engraver, rocking a Lacrima, Fabled Lurie, 1 Tract, and 1 Fiendsmith in Paradise. This is your whole Fiendsmith line. This is 7 cards. If you want, you can go down to 2 Engraver and make it 6, have a little bit of extra room for some hand traps. The ratios between Tract and Engraver, some people like to argue a lot. You really only need the 1, especially since Tract is really expensive right now. I only own the 1, that's why I'm running the 1. If it were up to me and I had a second Tract, I'd run 2 Tract and 2 Engraver. That would be the 7 that I would run. But for this build, having 3 Engravers is not bad. So that is the Fiendsmith engine of the deck. And finally, the non-engine, running a whole slew of hand traps, 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Droll, 3 Fulos, and 3 Imperms. That's 3, 6, 9, 12 passive interruption. We have the basically Max C. Drone Lockbird is huge in this format. I keep being told this. Drone Lockbird was the old Shifter, then Shifter came out, and now it's the new Shifter. So we're kind of back at square one. Negate with Imperm, negate with Ash Blossom. Very good cards to get into in this format. For the extra deck, we are running 2 Divine Serpent of Apophis. You contact fuse these by having the 2 Apophis monsters on board. you go into this guy, and then you're able to recycle your Apophis monsters by setting them face down. So you constantly have your Omni Negate, you're able to use your pop with Anguish Pattern, and this thing also pops whenever a trap is activated. It's actually just an insane. It's not just your trap either, it's a trap, which is honestly pretty insane. One copy of Circuit. Like I said, I wanted to play Gallant Granite, but I don't own the card, and I couldn't find the card, and I don't want to order a TCG play right now. So I opted to put in Circuit just in case. That's our number 15. If you're going to cut anything, cut this and put in your Gallant. That's what I would do. But if you just need a 15th card, he's not a bad choice. Link Spider. Your Apophis monsters are normal monsters whenever they're summoned. So if you need to link off into something like Silhouette Rabbit or Moon, you link one of them into Link Spider, and then you're able to use Link Spider plus your Man with the Mark or your Circuit or whatever to go into Silhouette Rabbit because it needs 2 effect monsters, and Link Spider is an effect monster. Speaking of, one copy of Silhouette Rabbit. You're going to link into this. You're going to use this to set up your Anguish Pattern. This is going to be your path to Anguish Pattern because you can't search it with the Odion stuff. The Odion stuff only searches Apophis monsters. So this is going to be how you get your Anguish Pattern out. Very important in the deck. Fiendsmith cards, Requiem, 1 Sequence, 1 Aquinde, 1 Desiree, 1 Necroquip, and 1 King Caesar. You could argue for 2 Sequence. So if you really wanted to, you could cut the Circuit if you didn't have a Gallant Granite, and you can run a second Sequence just in case. But honestly, one of each I think works fine and well. And the final card for the Fiendsmith is Moon of the Closed Heaven. Obviously, this is like your bridge that gets any deck to be able to play Fiendsmith. Most likely going to get hit on the next ban list, so use it now while you can. And for your generic cards, I'm playing Baguska because 2 of the 3 Apophis monsters are level 4s. So worst case scenario, you just need a Floodgate. You can go to Baguska, Typhon, and of course, SP Little Knight. And that is the extra deck. Let's go over the side deck. We're running 3 copies of Lancia, 3 copies of Ghost Bell, 3 copies of Thrust, 1 Talent, 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Call By, 1 Sanctum, and 1 Barrier. Sanctum, Barrier, and Talent are all searchable off of Thrust. Ghost Bell is insanely good against Mitsurugi right now, and Lancia is really good against Malice. If you're really worried about Malice, you could theoretically take one of these that I'm putting Chaos Hunter, but I'm worried about Mitsurugi and Malice. So Lancia for Malice, Ghost Bell for Mitsurugi, then everything else is just, these are good going second. You want to go first with the deck. So these 6 right here are really good for going second. You could also throw this in here. You could theoretically throw these in for going second as well, just have some follow-up. But I really like these going second because you're putting negates, you activate Thrust, you can get Talent to take one of their monsters or look at their hand and send any other hand traps back. Lightning Storm, first turn, gets rid of their stuff. Call By, you're able to call by Ash, Droll, anything else they have against you. And then, like I said, Sanctum and D-Barrier for follow-up is really nice because this deck doesn't really OTK. So you want follow-up, so that's why those are in there. But that is the deck. That is what we're going to be playing. And now I'm going to show you some combos in the deck before we make our way to locals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you what happens when you have Man with the Mark and any settable card. Trap, spell, doesn't matter as long as it's set in the back row. First thing you're going to do is get a normal the Man with the Mark. When using the Man with the Mark's effect, you're going to add Treasure of the Kings. Then you're going to activate Treasure of the Kings. And what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to set your Apophis the Serpent. Next, you're going to take whatever card this is, spell, trap, does not matter, and set it. Now what you can do is activate Treasures of the King. So you have 2 set cards face down. You can add Circuit. What you're going to do, you're going to activate Circuit in the hand. You're going to banish your Anubis, level 10, to summon Circuit. Now what you can do with Circuit, you can add Temple of the Kings from deck to your hand. So Temple of the Kings, you're going to activate it. Now trap cards can be activated to turn they're set. So we're going to activate Apophis Serpent. We're going to summon it, use its effect, to set Apophis Swamp Deity. And because you set Swamp Deity because of Apophis Serpent's effect, it's able to actually be activated turn it was set. So activate Swamp Deity, let's summon it. Then what you're going to do, you're going to contact fuse these 2, into your Divine Serpent Apophis. Divine Serpent Apophis effect, you're going to reset these two, and then they can be activated during your opponent's turn. Now from here, what you can do is you can link these two away, and you usually have two options depending what you do. You could go into SP Lotonite. You could go into Moon if you want to go into the Fiendsmith line. What I like to do is I like to go all in. Obviously, it depends on the situation. If I think getting Caesar or getting Desiree is more beneficial, then I'll go into those. But going first, turn one, I like to go into my Silo Hat Rabbit. And then, Silo Hat Rabbit effect, I'm able to set face down my Statue of Anguish pattern. So what this does, this sets up a whole big board. So you're gonna, at your opponent's turn, activate Anguish pattern, right? You're gonna place that right there. Then what you're gonna do is anytime your opponent activates a card that you want gone, let's say your opponent activates Malice Underground, you are going to activate Apophis the Serpent, special summon it, Anguish pattern, pop, right? Now, what you're gonna do is if your opponent activates a card effect, you're going to activate Apophis Swamp Deity, that's a negate. If your opponent has a card you want gone, Silo Hat Rabbit, pops. A trap activated, Divine Serpent, pop. Everything, it's a pop. Everything, it clears the board. A lot of it goes on. Plus, you still have whatever, if this is an imperm face down, you can also play evenly matched with this deck. You could theoretically do that as well. This deck just plays through a lot. And plus, that's however many hand traps you happen to have in your hand at that time. So this deck works really, really well. Now we're going to go over the same scenario, but instead of the man, I'm going to have Treasures of the Kings. So first, activate Treasure of the Kings. Activate its effect. You're going to set Apophis the Serpent face down. You're going to take whatever spell, trap, whatever might be in your hand, set it face down. Now you can activate Treasures of the Kings to add from your deck to your hand your circuit. You can do circuit in your hand, banishing the Anubis to special summon it, and use its effect to get Temples of the Kings. Now traps can be activated to turn their set. You are going to activate Apophis, special summon it, Apophis effect. You're going to set Swamp Deity. You're going to activate your Swamp Deity. You're going to Contact Fuse into your, I keep grabbing the wrong thing, Divine Serpent. Again, this is a pop. You can activate its effect and set these two back face down, which honestly is not a bad end board. But if you wanted to, we're going to rewind a bit. I'm going to put that back. Going to keep these on board. So keep in mind, both of these monsters are normal monsters. So what you can do is you'll link one for your Link Spider, right? We'll set Link Spider right here. Then you can link these two away for your Moon. And now that you have Moon on board, you now have access into your Fiendsmith plays. And it just goes on and on from there. This deck is very versatile and really, really good at grind games. It's able to pop a lot of cards, able to get some negates on board, which is why I really like this version of the deck. Again, the only change that I would make is playing Lord of Heavenly Prison and Gallant Granite, but I do not have those cards, so that's why I'm not playing them. But if I did, I would be playing those, and even if I don't have those, this deck is still really, really strong. So, as you guys have seen these combos, let's get to locals and let's see if we can't get some winning games.
This video is brought to you by Advanced GG. Advanced GG offers energy, focus, and hydration supplements that has less than 5 calories, 0 added sugars, and a whole lineup of incredible flavors to choose from. Right now you can use my code NUB10 for 10% off your next order. Whether you're up late gaming, need better hydration, or trying to stay sharp at locals, Advanced GG has you covered. So obliterate your thirst, hit the link in the description, and use my code NUB10 for 10% off your next order. That's NUB10 at checkout for 10% off, and thank you Advance for sponsoring this video.
All right, you want to do high roll? You got some dice?
That's an 8.
All right.
That is also 8.
Also 8.
That is
Ooh, 12. No way I'm getting higher than that. 9. Okay, you want
I
to
will be going first.
Okay, go ahead.
You got mine already?
Nope. All right.
All right. Good luck.
Same to you.
Stand by in the main.
Okay.
We are going to pitch Engraver to add a Fiendsmith spell trap from deck to hand.
Let's see. Okay, go for it.
We are going to add. Where are you? There you are. Fiendsmith in Paradise.
Okay.
Next, we are going to normal Lurie. We're going to link 1 into Requiem. Activate Requiem, pitching for cost to special summon a Fiendsmith from deck. Special summon Lacrima. Lacrima effect to send a Fiendsmith card from deck to grave.
Okay.
We are going to send Engraver. We are going to Engraver effect, shuffle back the Lurie to special summon itself.
Okay.
We're going to link 2 into Sequence. Activate Sequence effect to fuse using cards from my graveyard as material, shoving them back.
Okay. Thank you.
Shuffle back 1, 2, and 3. To bring Desiree.
Okay.
We're going to link 2 to bring out Agmonday. Agmonday effect to special summon from the grave and attach himself to it. Sequence effect to attach himself to a Fiendsmith card. We're going to set 2 face down. We're going to shuffle the deck because we've been searching.
What do those 2 guys do for that card? Do they do anything for it?
Agmonday increases Desiree's attack by 600 times the link number of attached monsters attached to him. So he's gaining an additional 3,000 attack, so he's at 5,800. And Sequence makes it where he cannot target the equipped monster with card effects. So he cannot target Desiree with card effects. And we will pass the turn over to you.
All right. All right, I'm going to start off by summoning Battle Wasp Rapier the Onslaught by pitching Goki Pole. When I pitch Goki Pole, I can add a level 4 insect monster from my deck to my hand.
We will ash that.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay, this guy also has another effect. Let's see. When he is summoned, I can place a Battle Wasp Wind from my deck in my spell trap, face up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll shuffle. Okay. Let's see. All right. So let's see what else I can do. All right. If an insect monster is normal summoned or special summoned, I'm gonna chain another one. This can be summoned. Then I will go ahead and let's see. You can try not to. Try not to. All right, I'll activate one of his effects. I can target that card and add a Battle Wasp monster with attack less than that one to my hand.
We are.
Stop that.
We're gonna activate Desiree here.
Okay.
We're going to non-target
negate up to 5 face-up cards on the field.
Wow.
So these 3.
Okay. All right, that'll stop them. And how long are they negated for
Until
the
end of turn.
till the end of turn? Okay. All right. Okay, so all their effects are negated.
Yes.
All right. Well, then I will link 2.
Okay.
All right. And then I'll activate his effect.
What does it do?
Allows me to normal summon again.
We will imperm.
Okay. All right. Well, then that'll look. Then I will just set a card. Hang on. Do I want to set that? Yeah. Set a card. Pass.
During the end phase,
Yep.
we're going to activate Fiendsmiths in Paradise. I'm
Okay.
going to target a level 7 or higher light fiend that control. I'm going to target Desiree. And anything that is not Desiree, I send all face-up cards that's not him to the graveyard.
Okay. So these 2 go to the grave.
All cards on the field. So everything except Desiree goes to the graveyard.
Even my face down.
Yes. Because it says all cards except that card. So I targeted Desiree, everything but Desiree goes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Alright. Anything still in end phase?
I may have a graveyard effect here.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Well, so am I on my main phase 2 then? Is this my turn?
No, this is still that was
is
during
your
the end
turn.
phase.
Okay.
So if you can do anything in end phase, you do it now. Otherwise,
Cannot.
okay.
Cannot.
Okay. So passing over to me.
Yep.
Draw for turn. Stand by in the main.
Okay.
First, we're going to activate Sequence Engrave, attaching it to Desiree.
Okay.
Next, we're going to normal the man with the mark. We're going to use his effect to get to add a Temple of the Kings or a spell trap that mentions it from my deck and add it to my hand.
Okay.
We're going to add Treasures of the Kings. Next, we're going to activate Treasures of the Kings. When it's activated, I get to send an Apophis trap from my deck, and this card's name becomes Temple of the Kings while in the field zone.
Okay.
We're good?
Yep.
Okay. We're going to set Apophis the Serpent. Let's see. Then from here, or a trap in your grave, which I do. We'll do Treasure of the King's effect because I have a trap card in my graveyard. I can add a monster that mentions Temple of the Kings from my deck to my hand. We're gonna add Circuit. Next, we're gonna do Circuit's effect from the hand, banishing a level 10 from the deck to special summon himself. And then we're gonna do I will add a Temple of the Kings or a spell that mentions it from my deck to my hand. So we will add Temple of the Kings. We will play Temple of the Kings. Once per turn, I get to activate a trap card to turn into a set. We're going to activate Apophis the Serpent, special summoning itself, and then I get to set a Apophis trap from my deck face down. We'll summon, and we'll set Apophis the Swamp Deity. We will activate Apophis the Swamp Deity. I can activate the turn into a set because of the Apophis the Serpent, special summoning itself.
Okay. What are their? Okay, they're going away.
Yeah, they're going away.
I say, what are their stats?
Well, the stats on this one is a level 4 is a normal monster, level 4, 600 attack, 800 defense, and Swamp Deity is a level 6 normal monster, 2000 attack, 2200 defense.
Okay.
We're going to contact fuse them into Divine Serpent Apophis. And once per turn, I can target up to 3 Apophis traps with different names in the graveyard and set them.
Okay.
So target these two, set them back down, and we will attempt to enter battle phase. 28 direct.
Yep.
28 direct.
That's it. I think that's kind of a game.
And then 25 direct for game.
Yep. All
Good
right.
game.
Game 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Gonna start with Sting the Poison. Activate his effect. I can add 1 Battle Wasp from my deck to my hand.
Okay.
So I will add. Pin.
On resolution,
Yep.
you would draw and Lockbird.
Okay, that means I can't add any more to my hand.
Correct.
All right, there you go. And because I control an insect, he can summon.
Okay.
Okay, so I will. Okay, wait. So I can't add any more to my hand, right? So okay. Oh. Get you for 200. This burns you for 200.
Okay.
And then I will summon a Link 2. Armor Horn. Activate his effect to normal summon again.
Okay.
So I will normal summon Resonance Insect.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will, let's see, Link 3. When this is sent to the graveyard, I can add a level 5 or higher to my hand.
Okay. You cannot.
Why not?
Because of draw.
Oh, that's right. Oh, man.
So you can still link him off if you want to.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get his effect.
You're not going to get his effect.
Exactly. Okay, it's just adding to the hand, though, right?
Any card from deck to hand you cannot do.
Okay, so I'll link them off for Link 3. That's okay. I can still do his graveyard effect, though, right? It doesn't stop graveyard effects.
So long as it doesn't add from deck to hand, that's fine.
Right. All right. Okay, when he... Well, let's see. I think he adds to hand, so he'll be stopped. Yep. Okay, so I can't do his, but I'll leave him on the field. Then I will banish these 3. When this card is banished, I can send 1 insect monster from my deck to the graveyard. Okay, so he'll come back out. He's got to go. I'll go there. Oh, but that doesn't work because that adds. I can't add anymore from my deck. So I'll still do it. I'll send him, but I won't be able to add to my hand.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay. Did I? Yeah. All right. I don't know how he got in my hand. I don't remember. I assume I looked at my deck. And I'm spaced out. All right, thank you.
I think you got him off the ad initially. Like
Did he come? He has to come from my deck. Did he come from my deck?
To him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came from me.
Okay. All right. That's all that matters. All right. So then I will go ahead and I will pass to you.
Okay. I will draw for turn. Stand by in the main.
Sorry. Can I do one more thing? I'm sorry. Can
Yeah,
I
go
set
for
a
it.
card? I
Yeah,
want
go
to set a
for it.
card. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm going to set a card. Then I'll pass to you.
Draw for turn.
Okay. Thank you.
Stand by in the main. First, we're going to activate Fiendsman's Track to add 1 and discard 1.
Is it a continuous or no? It's just a.
Just
Okay,
regular.
so it's just going to happen once.
Yes.
Okay. Go for it.
We're going to add Lurie.
Okay.
We're going to discard Lurie. Lurie Graveyard Effect. Whenever he's sent from hand to grave, I can special summon him.
Okay.
Summon Lurie.
Okay. I am
Anything
going to respond. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to corner it.
What does it do again? When special summons a monster, you can discard this card and target one of those specific monsters. Negate its effect until the end of the turn. Once the special monster leaves the field, this turn is controlled by the same. Okay, that's fine.
Wait, do I just?
So you negated its. Whenever I special summon a monster, you negate its effects, and when it leaves the field, I lose life points equal to its attack points. So we're gonna link one. I'll take two.
Okay.
To go into Requiem.
Okay.
Requiem effect. Sending to special.
Okay.
We are going to special Lacrima. Lacrima effect is send a Fiendsmith card from deck to grave.
Okay.
We are going to send Engraver. We're going to Engraver effect, shuffling back the Lurie to special summon himself.
Okay.
We're going to link two.
Okay.
Oh, you got anything here?
No, I'm just reading this real quick.
To bring out Sequence.
Okay.
Anything here?
Nope.
All right. Sequence effect fuse.
Okay.
Gonna fuse these three together. Whoops. To bring out Desiree. Anything here?
Nope.
We're gonna link two. Bring out Aglande. And then from here, we're going to normal the man with the mark effect. Add a Temple of the Kings or a card dimensive from deck to hand.
Okay.
We're gonna add Treasures of the Kings. Next, we're gonna activate Treasures of the Kings.
All right. I'm gonna respond.
Okay.
Cosmic Cyclone.
Target.
Yeah.
Does it target?
It does. Am I not allowed to target that one?
No, you can.
Okay, but I gotta pay 1,000 life
You
points.
pay 1,000 life points.
And that gets banished.
And this gets banished?
Yep.
Okay. Treasures of the Kings. I knew the reason I answered. We're gonna set these two.
All right.
Because I control two set cards, I get to activate this effect. I get to set an Apophis trap from my deck. Oh, sorry. Before that happens, mandatory activation effect.
Okay.
Set an Apophis trap from my deck, and this card's name becomes Temple of the Kings while in the field zone.
Okay.
So setting. Where? Oh, you're there. We're gonna set Apophis to Swamp Deity. Next, we're gonna set one. And next, because I control two set cards, I get to add a monster that mentions Temple of the Kings from deck to hand. We're gonna add Circuit. We're gonna do Circuit, banishing a level 10 from the deck to special summon itself.
Okay.
Anything here?
Nope.
And then from here, we're going to do Circuit's effect to add a Temple of the Kings or a spell that mentions it from deck to hand.
Okay.
Temple of the Kings. We're going to play Temple of the Kings. Because it shows Temple of the Kings to activate a trap to turn into a set, we're going to activate Apophis Serpent to special summon itself and then set an Apophis card from the deck.
All right.
From here, we're going to set Swamp Deity.
Okay.
Activate Swamp Deity to special summon itself, and because I control a continuous trap monster, I get to negate one face-up card on your side of the field if it resolves. Summon, negate this. Then we're going to contact fuse these into Apophis, into Divine Serpent Apophis.
Okay.
And we're going to use this effect on summon to set up to 3 Apophis traps from the deck face down. And we're going to enter battle. 18 into that for 8 over. We're going to do 25 into 23.
Okay. Was he already on the field one time before?
No.
Okay. Because his second time he goes to the banished. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's the first time he was on board. 1,000 direct.
Okay.
And then 28 direct.
Okay.
And then Agmonday to special summon a Fiendsmith from the grave and attach himself to an equip spell.
Okay. I think he was actually, because I've got 3 in banished, and that's how he gets back out. So I think he was.
Okay, you can put him in banish if you want to, but you want to keep him in grave, that's fine.
No,
I don't think he was.
But he wasn't in a link zone though.
I think you link summoned him, but you summoned him in a zone that this was
That pointed to? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Okay, that's fine.
Agamemnon attaches to him. He's gaining 8. He's gaining 600 times 3, so 18 plus 28. 38, 41,
Is
46.
46 rather.
46 per
8.
game.
Yes.
Good game. High will work for you.
Closest to 12.
7.
7. Alright, I used the cup and I didn't say Yahtzee last time. I rolled Snake Eyes. Yahtzee.
More than 7.
Aww. But it's my birthday. That's 1.5. We gotta show Liam simultaneous equation cannon.
You get choice.
I'll try to begin for us, I suppose.
Alrighty.
Good luck and have fun, brother.
You too.
We'll keep playing, but we'll start the clock when Maddie does it, I suppose.
Yep.
Peculiar. Anything for move before main 1 duelist?
Alright,
Nothing
guys.
before main 1.
Start the timer. Y'all may begin.
To start, we'll activate Crystron Inclusion to add a Crystron card from deck to hand.
You will ash that.
Reasonable. We'll activate Crystron Sulfador, targeting Inclusion, to pop it and summon.
Okay.
And we'll go for Sulfador to send up the 2 Crystron cards from deck to grave.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and activate Smiger to search for a spell trap.
Okay.
Cluster. Anything for me here?
Nothing here.
We'll go for this turn to grab a monster.
Because you always are maxing out on the rest in that deck.
Get Tristaros. We'll normal summon Tristaros. We'll synchro. For Skelly, use this effect to grab a Crystron card from grave or banish to hand.
Okay.
Grab Smiger. And we'll activate Tristaros to pop a Synchro I control to summon 2 Crystrons from deck.
Okay.
Summon Citrine Sulfepnir. Then because he was destroyed, we'll go for Skeletus to summon a Crystron from grave or banish.
Yep.
Summon out Trist. We'll activate Inclusion's graveyard effect, targeting Sulfador to summon him out.
Yep.
Overlay these fellas. For Cyber Dragon Nova and Infinity.
Yep.
And after that, I'll go ahead and set 1 and 2.
Yep.
And then on to you.
Draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by domain.
Yep.
Can I read Infinity real quick?
More than welcome to.
Double check something.
We'll detach, send the 8 activation, and destroy.
Okay. So first what we're going to do is we're going to activate Fiendsmith's Track to add 1 and discard 1.
Track is good.
And Lurie.
Mhm.
And discard Lurie.
Yep.
Lurie affecting grave.
Mm-hmm.
Special summon. We're going to link 1 into Requiem. Requiem effect.
Yep.
He is that. Okay. I'm going to summon Lacrima. Lacrima effect.
We'll attempt to chain Tristaros, summon a Crystron from deck, and then synchro.
Okay.
Summon Fefnir. 2 plus 2 plus 5, 9.
Okay, we are gonna send that. Can I read what this does real quick?
Yep. When he gets synchro summoned, he'll try to banish up to 3 monsters from your field and grave.
Okay, we are going to be sending. I just saw it. Where went it? We're gonna send Fiendsmith Effect.
Very well.
Okay.
Then here on his summon, we'll go and activate Clarion's effect. We'll try to banish Lacrima, Requiem, and Lurie.
I think I can chain Paradise here, can I not?
I don't think so because it wasn't there when Quarion got summoned. I didn't see it, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Right, so you're banishing Lacrima and what else?
Both the other monsters from Grave, Lurie and Wreck.
Okay. From here. We're gonna do. Can't do that here. We're gonna normal man effect.
We'll try to use Infinity to negate and destroy man.
Okay. Set 2. Pass turn.
Alright. We'll draw for turn, and we'll go standby into main phase.
During standby, we're gonna activate Statue of Anguish to summon itself.
And then while you control another continuous trap, you cannot be targeted by card effects. I'll try to chain Crystron Cluster to destroy Anguish Pattern and shuffle a Crystron from Grave or Banished into deck.
We will chain Apophis.
And we'll chain Infinity to negate and destroy a Swamp Deity.
Okay. And that negates and destroys that.
Then we'll put this turn back in the deck. Main 1.
Yep.
We'll go a normal summon Smiger. Then we'll activate Sulfador's effect, targeting Smiger to pop and summon.
Yep.
We'll go Sulfador's effect to send up the 2 names from deck to grave.
Yep.
This turn, Prassy. Then we'll go ahead and activate this turn to search for a monster. Triss. Activate Prassy to summon a name from hand.
Yep.
23. We'll use Smiger to search for a spell trap.
Yep.
Conclusion. We'll activate Sulfepnir, discarding Conclusion to summon the pop.
Yep.
Then we'll go Sulfepnir to summon from deck.
Yep.
Sulfador. These guys away. Dragster. Put the attack bag and try to get a battle phase screen.
Yep.
We're looking at 5.
Me too. Stand by in the main. First, we're going to attempt Fiendsmith's Track. Add 1, discard 1.
Track is good.
Going to. Where are you at? Where are you, baby? Add Lurie. And discard Lurie.
Worst wall.
Lurie affecting grave. And itself. Link 1. Requiem. Requiem effect.
Yep. Can't query on right now.
Going to bring out Lacrima effect. Gonna send Engraver.
There's Young Gravy.
We're going to attach Requiem to tier.
Yep.
Contact Fuse. And to Necroquip. Gotta find out. We're going to Engraver Effect, open back Lurie to summon.
You got it.
Anything.
Yep, you've snussed it out.
Yep, that's fine.
I don't know about that.
And then
Rare token.
we'll put defense in the middle.
Defense in the middle. Okay. In that case, we will normal man effect.
Yep.
From here, we're going to add treasures. Then we are going to activate treasures.
That would actually
And on its activation, I get to set an office trap from my deck.
Got it.
I'm going to set office to start with. Next, we're going to set one. Because there are 2 set cards that can add a card from deck to hand. I mentioned mentions Temple of the Kings.
Very well.
We're going to be adding Merciless Scorpion. Next, we're going to Merciless Scorpion, sending a level 10 to banish to summon. We're going to do his effect to add a spell trap that mentions it. Mentions Treasure of the Kings, or Temple of the Kings.
Only got Scorpion though?
Yep. I got scored.
We're going to add treasures. Activate Temple.
There it goes.
We're going to activate Apophis, special it, and then setting an Apophis trap from deck face down. We're going to set Apophis to Swamp Deity. We are going to summon Apophis to Swamp Deity.
And the beer has been negated.
But what?
My Nibiru got
It
negated.
did get negated. Summon Divine. Divine on summon to set. Then we're going to link these two for Silhouette effect.
Silly hat rabbit.
We're going to set the Anguish.
Yep.
Cutter tap. And I believe that is going to be my turn. I'll pass it over to you.
3 in hand. That is something. Draw for turn.
During draw phase,
Yep.
we're going to summon English Pattern.
We'll enter main 1.
Okay.
Here we'll lead by normal summoning Crystron Smiger.
Okay.
We'll link Smiger into Clockwork Knight. Anything here?
On to summon the Clockwork Knight, we are going to activate Apophis the Serpent. It's supposed to summon itself and then set.
Sure thing.
Alright. And then we're going to set Body Box. And on the resolution, do you have anything?
I don't have anything to trigger.
Anguish is on. And because the trap card is activated for Divine Serpent, is that good?
So this will pop Nibiru as well.
Yes.
After that, let's use Smiger's effect to search for a Crystron spell or trap card.
It's going to what?
It'll search for a Crystron spell or trap card.
We will ash that.
Very well. Here, let's activate.
You summon that fusion creature here in spot.
Yeah, with superpower.
Yeah. I just make wondering. So why didn't you go into a level 6?
Yeah, the issue, he had too many tutors. He had 3 tutors. That Magistus guy happens to also be a tutor.
Swamp Deity down there as well. Activate Sulfefnir, discarding Sulfador, summon himself, and then pop a card I control.
Okay.
Then we'll go for Sulfefnir to summon a Crystron from my deck.
Yep.
You hear that? Somebody else said superpower.
It's coming back, Scott. There's too many cards that just say I cannot be interacted with. Sooner or later, we're gonna have Dark Ruler No More hit the board because he's gonna have like big monster horde of death.
That's when Sky Strike will make its glorious comeback. More with multi-roll and zero.
And everyone's got the super polys and Dark Rulers in there.
We'll summon Prassi.
Okay.
Then after that, we'll activate Sulfador's effect, targeting Prassi to pop it and summon it. And we'll go for Sulfador's effect to send up to 2 Crystons from back to grave.
Okay.
Because he's on Gonko always. It was like every time he kaiju me, I didn't have Forbidden Drops.
Send an Inclusion in this turn.
Dark Ruler? You can send a Dark Ruler so it's no longer a break. And you can send it off of the Diabell stuff too.
After that, anything for me here?
Nothing here.
We'll activate this turn's effect to grab a Crystron monster from deck to hand.
Okay.
Get Tristaros.
Hello, board state.
Then we will
What is this?
activate Crystron Inclusion, banishing it to try to summon Sulfethir from the grave.
Sure.
From here, we'll activate Crassiurdle to try to summon a Crystron monster from my hand.
Sure.
Summon Tristaros.
Anything on the summon of Tristaros?
Nope.
We are going to activate Office Swamp Deity to summon himself and negate 1 card on the field.
I'll go ahead and chain Tristaros to try to summon a Crystron from the deck and then Synchro.
Okay.
We will summon out Crystron Citri, then we'll Synchro using Sulfador and Citri. Now Anguish Pattern is still a trap, right?
Is it? As an effect monster.
No, it is not a trap.
Effect monster. This card is also still a trap card.
Gotcha. I don't think that comes up here, but we'll see. We'll summon Skeletus.
Right? Apophis will summon itself and will negate a Skeletus.
Yep.
And anything on a new chain?
I don't
On a new chain, Anguish Pattern to pop the Skeletus.
Gotcha. Then after that, nothing there. Here, I'll Synchro 7. Go ahead and make another Skeletus, and this time I will use the effect to grab a Crystron from Grave or Banish to hand.
Okay.
Go and grab Inclusion. Then I will attempt to activate Tristaros' effect. I'll destroy a Synchro I control to summon 2 Crystrons from deck.
Yep.
22, 25. How big of a butt does Serpent have?
He is 1800 defense.
Thank you. I'll summon 2 copies of Sulfethir. And then after that, because he was destroyed, I'll go ahead and activate Skeletus' effect to summon a Crystron from Grave or Banish. I think that was the best way for me to do it here, actually. Is there any battle protection I don't know about going on? I know that Rabbit protects himself in collisions, but probably be something that one of the newer cards does.
Let's go! Not that one. I know not this one. Nope, no battle protection.
We'll go ahead and bring back Skeletus. After that, I'll go ahead and try to move to battle phase.
Yep.
I'll go Skeletus over English Pattern. And I'll go Sulfefnir over Swamp Deity.
Thinking here. Sure.
And then Sulfefnir over Serpent. Then I'll go to main phase 2. Overlay these guys for Cyber Dragon Nova.
Okay.
And then Infinity.
Yep.
We'll use Infinity's effect to attach Divine Serpent as a material.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Hey, Ethan.
Your brother's gonna be here in a little bit.
So I heard. Be everybody. Then here, because we didn't do it earlier, we'll activate Crystron Inclusion at
We will activate embodiment of Apophis summon itself.
No response.
Okay. And on.
So it would be on a new chain rather than a pop spell trap.
Yeah, that hits pretty dang hard. Alright, I'll go to field.
And then new chain rabbit Apophis.
We'll just go ahead and use Infinity to negate and destroy Rabbit. Then after that, I'll set 2 cards face down, and then I will try to pass through.
Okay. Draw for turn. Stand by and demand.
Yep.
Let's see. Damn it, missed it. Okay. We're gonna attempt to activate Engraver, shuffling back the Requiem to summon itself.
Sure thing.
Engraver, shuffle back the Requiem. And from here, we will do link 1 into Requiem.
Yep.
Requiem effect.
He's here. He is here.
Is that good? To summon Engraver.
Yep.
Requiem effect to attack.
That's good.
Or I could go into the left. So,
And then here, we'll go ahead and try to activate Crystron Cluster. Since I have a Crystron Synchro, I can target 2 cards. So I'll try to destroy Engraver and the Primal Being's Tempting.
Yes.
And then we will put back Center.
I mean, really just
I'm gonna normal man effect.
We'll try to use Infinity to negate and destroy man.
I'm assuming he would still be destroyed, even because you're negating him, but it says as long as Temple of Kings is on the field, this card and Apophis monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects.
So it would negate that effect's act. So if it said, so Drill Beam, if it negated then destroyed, it would work. But here, because Infinity only negates that effect's activation, man would protect himself.
Okay, cool. From here,
90% sure.
okay. From here, we're just simply gonna do this. I'm gonna exit.
Nap time?
Nap time.
Ami Mian.
Nap time. Nap time.
He's still here? I
He's
thought he
still
got
here. Nope.
Baguska's here to stay.
And from there, I think the only thing I can do from here is simply pass the turn.
Great. We'll draw for turn.
Yep.
We'll go standby into main phase 1.
Yep.
start off, I'll activate Cluster, targeting Temple and Baguska to pop them and shuffle the name back.
Shuffle name back.
Yeah, so I'll target 2 face-up cards in the field because I have a Crystron Synchro. Then I'll shuffle a Crystron from my grave or banish into my deck, and if I do, I get to destroy my targets.
It is so
Yeah, that works.
They did have a stand that kind of did
Go and shuffle back this turn.
I knew that from Masters. I've seen the like they can get max seed and it's like
Then from there, we'll go ahead and activate Sulfador's effect, targeting Inclusion to pop it and summon.
I'm sure Zachary Dash does. Blaze die.
We'll go Sulfador to send up to 2 names from deck to graveyard.
We'll ask.
Sure thing.
Analysis onto the field.
After that, we'll go ahead and let's activate Inclusion's graveyard effect, targeting Citri to summon her.
Yep.
And after that, synchro these guys. Oh, we're out of those.
I'm gonna put maybe your worst card on myself.
I'll summon Dawn Dragster. Then from there, I'll activate Sulfefnir's effect. I will discard Sulfador to summon and pop a card I control.
Yep.
Then we'll go Sulfefnir to summon from the deck.
Yep.
Summon Smiger. Then after that,
What I want it to do.
I'll go ahead and activate Cashier Birth.
Yep.
I'll activate Smiger to destroy Birth and summon a Crystron Tuner from deck.
Yep.
They discarded a card. That's more advanced.
Summon Tristaros. Here. Synchro 5 for high speed Roy Chanbara. We'll flip our guys vertically and we'll attempt to move the battle phase for him.
Yep.
GG's.
Work for me.
Bada bing! Win a dice roll, please. Apparently, oh, we tied. Come on, give me a chance. Give me a chance.
More charging.
That's more than 5.
Yay! I have a chance.
First or second?
I'll take first.
Alrighty, good luck.
Good luck, sir. Are we rolling?
We are rolling.
All right, let's do this. Hopefully, I don't make a fool of myself on the channel.
Don't worry, I do all the time.
All right, I will proceed to main phase if you have nothing.
Yep.
Let's go. Normal summon Andrewitch. Andrewitch effect to add a memento monster.
That's me looking at the OCG right now.
Imperm. I will dodge by attributing it for Goblin Biker Grand Breakout.
Yep.
Summon a Goblin monster from
My
the
Twitter has been like poisoned by like me.
You might think,
like,
oh, Goblin Bikers.
All I see now are
No,
like
there's a Memento Goblin. And then Andrewitch Resolve.
I mean, it's a goblin.
It is a Goblin. Andrewitch Resolve, we're gonna add...
Instagram.
Acura. Some decks in.
I do have an Instagram, but
We will do effect of Hatsuno Toshigo to special summon.
Yep.
And then effect to pop a memento, and then I can send mementos from deck to grave up to its
all
level.
right, yeah, I'm going first.
Pop, so I can send up to level 5. So we will do Sleepy. We will do another goblin. And we'll do this. So that equals 5. Alright. From here, let's do Goblin Effect to destroy Memento, and then I can dump 2 from deck to grave.
Yep.
Dump, fusion, and Gatic.
That is fine.
Trigger Gatic here, since it was sent to grave by Memento, I can special summon.
Yep.
Then on summon, we can target a Memento engraved to add back to hand. I will target the Sleepy.
Exactly, yeah. Very easily.
From here, we'll trigger Sleepy to special summon.
Yep.
And then effect to perform a fusion.
Yep.
We'll use the Aki from hands. Summon Creation King. And we'll do Creation King effect to dump 3 from deck or extra deck.
Yep.
Dump Creation King. We will dump. Let's see who I've not used. We'll do Dark Blade, Combined Creation. Anything in open game state?
Nothing here.
We'll do effect to add field spell.
Yep.
Come to me, field spell. Activate field spell. Let's go. We did normal summon. So we'll do effective fusion to pop an all-strike control and add another memento spell.
Yep.
Pop the big guy. Add Bone Party. We'll have a couple triggers here. We'll do Chainlink 1 field spell to summon a guy that's lower level than this.
Yep.
Chainlink 2 Acuron to special itself.
Yep.
Special. This guy will special. Dark Blade. Okay, from here, let's do Dark Blade effect to pop a guy, special summon a level 3 or lower from deck.
Yep.
Pop Aki, summon Android, and then we'll trigger Aki to add back fusion to hand.
Yep.
Okay. Then we perform Cold Fusion. Moon.
Yep.
Requiem.
Yep.
Requiem.
Yep.
Lacrima from hand. Effects.
Yep.
Engraver. Graver, shuffle back Moon for cost to special.
Yep.
Effective Requiem to equip to Lacrima.
Yep.
Grave is getting out of control, so I'm just going to move this over here. We will form a Contact Fusion for Necro Equip.
Yep.
Anything here?
Nothing here.
Go into the Caesar. And then lastly, we will shuffle some fellers back to summon this guy. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 with different names. Alright, swing back this guy. I will set 2.
Yep.
Move to end phase.
Yep.
And we'll do field spell effect to reset nothing, so I have nothing engraved. So I'll pass to you.
Alright. Raw for turn.
Yep.
Stand by in the main.
Okay.
We're gonna engraver, pitch it for cost to add a Fiendsmith spell trap from deck to hand.
Sure.
We're gonna add Correct.
Resolution, do you have any triggers?
Nothing here.
We'll do effect, since you activated a card or effect, I can special summon a memento from grave or hand non-targeting.
Okay.
Summon Androwitch. And we'll do Androwitch effect to add a memento from deck to hand.
Yep.
And we'll add a mace. You know what this guy does?
No.
If I control this, quick effect, I can discard this to take control of one of the monsters till the end phase.
Okay.
You're good to continue.
Alright. We're going to activate Tract to send to add one and send one.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna add Lurie. Send Lurie. Lurie effect, special summon.
We will go ahead and try to Caesar.
From here,
That is true.
we will normal man effect.
Man! He allows you to add, what, Temple of the Kings or card that
Add
mentions it or
Temple of the
something?
Kings or a spell trap that mentions it.
I am going to say that's okay.
We're gonna add Brothers of the Kings. Next, we are going to activate Treasures of the Kings. On activation, I get to set an Apophis trap face down.
I have no response.
Okay.
The one you set, can it be activated this turn?
Not according to its effect.
Okay, but if you get the other, the Temple of the Kings, it could
Yes.
be.
We're going to be setting Apophis the Serpent.
Okay. thinking on res here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and do Bone Party, so I can destroy a Memento guy, and then summon one or add one from deck to hand with a different name.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna chain Mace, targeting this guy to try to take control.
Sure.
Okay. So steal, yoink that fella. Bone Party will destroy my big guy. And we are going to let's see here. Get summon that. That's the worst idea. Yeah, we'll summon the Tri-Horned Dragon, or yeah, the Menthlot Horned Dragon. On a new chain, I'll trigger the field spell, target my big guy, and I can summon anyone from grave that's a lower level.
Okay.
So we'll summon back Creation King. And then you're good to go.
I'm going to set one face down. Because I control 2 set cards, I'm going to activate Treasures of the Kings to add a monster that mentions Temple of the Kings from deck to hand.
I will chain Creation King, targeting Horned Dragon and the Treasures of the Kings to try to destroy both.
Okay.
And then on a new chain, I'll trigger Horned Dragon, targeting my Memento monster, Angel Witch, and your 2 cards to try to destroy them.
Yeah.
And then on a new chain, we will trigger Acheron to special itself since one of our Mementos was destroyed.
Okay.
You're good to go?
I have to pass there.
So you'll get your man back wherever you'd like him. We will go to draw. Do you want to cut before I draw? Thank you, sir. Stand by, main phase. Let's do summon by shuffling back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Different names. Get our big guy out. Switch to attack. We'll go battle phase.
Yep.
Swing for 4K, 3K, and then game.
Yep.
Roddy, good luck, sir.
You too. Stand by in the main.
In standby, I'm just gonna go ahead and drop a little birdie.
Drop a little birdie.
Little birdie
Okay.
with a crown.
Alright, so that's if I summon from deck or extra deck.
Yes, sir.
Alright, we are going to Engraver pitch to add.
Yes, sir.
And then attract. Next we are going to
Odion.
we're going to talents. Look at your hand.
That was activated in the standby
Oh,
phase,
standby
sir.
phase.
That's why I did that.
Standby phase.
I wanted to play around talents.
That's so ass.
That's so ass.
Such ass. Track to add 1, discard 1.
Yes, sir.
We are going to add.
I soul read the talents. I was like, I do not want to get hit with talents this turn.
We are gonna add. I think this. We're gonna add Engraver.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially
Have the yeah, there he is.
Lure Effect Engrave.
Yep.
From here, we will link 1 into Requiem. Requiem Effect.
I will chain Perulia.
Chain Perulia. Okay.
Yeah. Just in case you decided to summon from hand. Draw 1.
Yep. And then from here, we will talent with your deck, look at your hand.
Look at my hand. Sure.
Shuffle that back.
Angel Witch.
From here, we will. That here. We do. Should have done that. I should have done this differently. We will.
Oh wait, no. Well, I haven't.
Requiem attached to Lacrima.
Mm-hmm.
Engraver shuffled by Glory to summon.
Yes, sir.
So these. Equip. Take these. Caesar, draw. And from there, we will pass turn there.
Alright. So you got what, like 4 in hand or 3?
3 in hand.
Draw for turn.
Yep.
In draw phase, we will go Book of Eclipse.
Oh yeah, there's 5,000.
Eclipse works.
Still in draw phase, we'll go Mementotland Bone Party. Can destroy a memento in my hand or field, but in this case hand, to either add or special summon a memento from deck.
Okay.
Pop Aki, special Anduich, and then on summon, we'll trigger Anduich to try to add a memento monster.
Okay.
We'll add the Tatsuno Toshigo.
Anything on res?
No, but we're in draw phase, so don't drop draw, because you can't. I will go to main phase.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go Tatsuno Toshigo to special.
Yes.
Special. Return to the defense of Caesar, which is 18. Okay. Let's go. Let's see. I do have draw. I do have to think about what I'm doing here because I still need to get access to some stuff. Let's go effect to try to pop one that I control and then dump up to its level from deck to grave. Sure. So we'll pop Seahorse. We will dump 1, 2, 3. That equals up to level 5. From here, let's do. I guess we can just do it that way. Sorry, give me 1 second. Let's go Memento Fusion, and I can use my grave by shuffling back since one of my mementos was destroyed this turn.
We'll Bell.
Bell, that does shuffle back from grave, so that works. Very unfortunate. Okay, that gets rid of that. Let's see. I think we can still do this. I have to go effect the pop, effect the pop. I don't know if I can do this actually. Yes, I can. Okay, I'm gonna go Engraver Effects.
Okay.
And attract anything on res.
On res, we'll draw.
Sure. So we're dealing with the troll. We'll do Anduich Effect, target Goblin. It'll try to destroy itself and summon the monster it targeted.
Okay.
Destroy, summon. On a new chain, we'll do Akihiron to special from grave since the memento was destroyed.
Okay.
Summon. Let's do Goblin Effect to pop one of my mementos, and then I can dump 2 from deck to grave.
Okay.
So we'll just pop the Goblin. We'll dump. Yeah. That'll work. We'll dump Gaddock and Combined Creation. Let's do Gaddock Effect when it's sent to grave. I can special it.
Okay.
And then Gaddock Effect on summon. Target Sleepy to add it to hand.
On a chain, we will Lacma Effect, targeting Requiem to special my Requiem, shuffle Lacma back into the deck.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So this gets added back.
Anything on res?
No, you're good.
On res, Requiem sending itself to special.
Sure.
Special Lacma Effect to send.
Yep.
Send Paradise.
There it is. Paradise. Paradise. Como se dice paradise? From here, we will do Shalipi Effect in hand to special summon.
Thinking here.
So you have Paradise, you have Light Fiend to shuffle.
Sure.
Summon. On summon, we usually use on summon effect to try to perform a fusion.
We would chain Paradise, balancing for cost to send.
Sure.
We can send Desiree.
Resolving Sleepy. Fuse these 3 to Creation King.
Anything on resolution?
Yes, on summon it has an effect to dump up to 3 memento monsters from deck, or cards, memento cards from deck or extra deck to graveyard.
Alright, so you activate its effect?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Chain Link,
2, Desiree. To send a Light Fiend from field to grave to send a card you
yeah,
control.
you shuffle 1 back for cost.
Yep.
So what are you shuffling back for cost?
It shuffles from the
Grave, I believe.
Shuffle 1 Life Fiend from your graveyard. So we will be shuffling back the Requiem.
Sure.
Shuffle back Requiem to send this to grave.
Sure. And this is going to send. Let's see. So we just get as many dudes down here as we want. We got 1, 2. Already got Ganjowitch. I don't really need to send another one. Nah, I will for follow-up. That's fine. We'll just send 3 guys. From here, let's see. So you sent him to grave. So we will, I guess, just summon the big guy by shuffling back. Oh, what do we shuffle back? Shuffle back. Definitely Gaddock. Definitely Mace. Probably Tatsu. We'll do Goblin. No reason to not. And then we will do. Yeah. We'll just go ahead and shuffle back the other fusion I sent. So we'll shuffle back 5 with different names to summon the combined creation. Alright. From here, I will do Bone Party's effect in Grave. So I can banish it from Grave, target a memento monster I control. If it attacks a defense position monster this turn, inflict piercing to your opponent. So we'll target this guy.
Okay.
And I will go to battle phase.
Okay.
We'll attack for 38 on the ladder. And then attack the Caesar, which I believe is 1800, is that right?
18.
So that'll be 32. So you're still alive. From here, let's see, do I want to do anything else? Not really. I'll just set 1 and I will pass to you.
Draw for turn. Stand by in the main.
Yes.
From here, we are going to. We're going to do Engraver Effect, shuffling back to Desiree to summon itself.
That's fine. On a new chain, we'll do effect to summon a memento monster from hand or grave, non-targeting.
Okay.
Shuffle back Creation King. You're good to go.
Okay. We're going to link 1 for Requiem.
There he is.
Then from here, we will Requiem send to summon.
Yeah, you're good.
No fees Smiths on that one.
Engraver. Requiem to attach.
Attaching is fine. On that resolution, I'm going to go ahead and do Creation King's effect.
Okay.
Targeting itself and Engraver to try to pop both.
That's more like this deck loves to let me down.
And on a new chain, we'll do Acheron's effect to special summon itself.
Extreme
Summon into his pops. You're free to continue.
Set 1 pass.
Draw. Stand by main phase.
Yep.
Move to attack. We will do fusion to pop a monster, and then I can add another memento spell. Pop Aki, add Bone Party, and then Acheron effect to add back fusion to hand.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go Tract.
Yep.
Do the Lurie to summon.
We will chain Lacrima here, shoving herself back to target a Featsmith Link and summon it.
Sure.
Summon back to Requiem.
Summon. On a new chain, I'll do Combined Creation to summon from hand or grave, non-targeting.
We will chain Requiem to send the special summon.
That's fine. Another one. Let's summon back Creation King, I guess.
And then this is not
Don't chop it in half. Any effects on summon?
nothing on summon.
From here, we will link into Requiem to Requiem effect to summon. I believe I still have the Lacrima here. Yeah. And Lacrima to dump one.
Yep.
Dump Graver. Let's go Graver, shuffle back Lurie for cost.
Yep.
We will link. You have no cards in hand, right?
No, none in hand.
Sequence. Sequence to fuse.
Yep.
I don't think I have any other words. Yeah, I'm just gonna want a Graver. Shuffle those two in Requiem. Desiree. Go link 3 to Agamemnon.
Back from locals, and I can see this deck is really strong, and it's really good in the grind game. Now, there are definitely some misplays that I've made in the videos. For example, in the Mental video that got cut short, I had Droll and I had Fua after the footage had got cut. And rather than drolling, I should have Fua. If I droll, then the cards he had in hand, he had a much lower ceiling. Also in that game, when I talents looked at my opponent's hand, I saw, I believe it was, I put back Witch. When he had Eclipse in his hand, I 100% should have put back Eclipse. But the deck is really strong, and I get the sense that if I were to play this a lot more and work out some of the kinks in my strategy and just learn some more interactions with the decks that I'm facing, I might just be able to get really far with this deck. So that is my synopsis of the deck. It is a really strong deck, really good in the grind game, and in the right hands can be a massive powerhouse. And there are other versions of this deck that I see people playing. I see people using this deck with the Blue Eyes strategy, because Tyrant can reset all your trap cards, and the man is a valid material to link off for Spirit Dragon. Some people like playing this deck as pure as possible, so that way they have more room for non-engine and interruption. I'm pretty sure some people are also making this deck with Uriah to try to make it work, because Uriah needs the continuous traps to be able to get itself out. I don't know why it would do that, but you can. And because it has some jankiness with the Winged Dragon of Ra, I have seen some people try to make Ra work with this deck as well. But that is going to be my synopsis of the deck. Really powerful deck. If you are getting to the game, I do think that this is a good deck to try out. So, with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that like button, comment, take the video, make sure to subscribe button, help the channel, help share something as a whole. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.